Alright guys, before I continue this video, I do want to apologize for the Pokemon Violet video. I said episode number 18 like 18 times. It was actually episode number 17, so beware of that. And again, I do apologize. But without further ado, we are going to show no mercy. It is NXT No Mercy tomorrow night. Who's ready? Are you guys ready? Am I ready? Are you guys ready for No Mercy? We're kicking it off, baby. You ready? You gotta hit that like button. How about that subscribe-arena button? Have you guys hit that button yet? No? Okay. Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Anthony, aka Physics, but he got back to day number 265, I believe. 265 or 266, somewhere around there. Of vlogging every day. Today, we are going to show No Mercy with NXT No Mercy. Coming to you guys tomorrow night on Peacock. So, if you guys are wrestling fans, Peacock right there. If you guys are wrestling fans, two weeks away from tomorrow, I am going to be going over Crown Jewel. So there's that. In Perth, Australia. But we're going to start off with a match for a title, because why not? A title that I really don't like to talk about because now it's part of NXT. And since I'm usually doing the NXT brand plus the main roster brand, I have to talk about this championship. That championship is the Speed title. The only Speed championship on the line tomorrow night is the Women's Speed Championship, when Sol Roca defends the championship against Levant Ray. We are going into a mix of a breakup between Zarya and Sol Roca. I do think Zarya might help her retain. I also do believe that Sol Roca might cost her the Speed Championship, setting up a feud for the Women's North American Championship in the future. So I'm going to say we're going to have a brand new Women's Speed Champion. And luckily that match is a 3-minute match, so your boy's really not going to be keeping my eye on that match. But we're going to have a new one. And pretty much all I want to talk about. We are going to be talking about the NXT. I almost said TNA. We're going to be talking about the NXT North American Championship being held by the one and only Ethan Page, taking on Tavon Heights. Heights has gained a lot of momentum through this match. He had won up the champion on so many different occasions, being the AAA Latin American champion. And the AAA Latin American champion is kind of setting his eyes on Ethan Page throughout the time. I do think Trevor Heights has the ability to be a main roster superstar in the near future. And I do believe it's going to be starting at NXT No Mercy when he wins the NXT North American Championship and get rid of that disgusting Canadian Championship that Ethan had on his title. Sorry to all my Canadians, but that is the worst looking championship I've seen in my life. Will we see an escape in a steel cage? Will we see a pinfall? Will we see a submission? Which woman will make it out alive? And which woman will fall? We all know if you come from a steel cage match, you are not the same. If you come from a Hell in a Cell match, you are not the same. We are talking about Jordynne Grace taking on Blank Monroe one more time. This started around on NXT Let me see here. I don't even think I've done too much with that. No, not really. Palooza, Clash in Paris. This started on Heatwave, did it? It did. It did start in that Heatwave. Or it was before Heatwave. When Blaine Monroe cost Jordynne Grace the NXT Women's Championship. We are going to be talking about the NXT Women's Championship later, as well with the NXT Championship as well. But Blaine Monroe has shown that she can outmaneuver and out-wrestle Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace is all about her power. All about the Peloton biceps, you know what I mean? All about that power. She was the longest reigning TNA Women's Knockouts Championship of all time. And she lost it to Miko Slamovich. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about TNA, we are talking about WWE. I do believe once in a blue moon, Blaine Monroe will be a champion. But I have it to give it to Jordynne Grace to retain this win. And win via pinfall. This match I wanted to see. So I'm going to talk about it right now. And the match I'm talking about right now is Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs. Javon Evans has shown that he can hang with the best. He'd hang with Oba Femi. He hanged over with Trick Williams. They fought, all three of them fought for the TNA Championship, or NXT Championship. As well as Javon Evans and Oba Femi had fought at Heatwave for the NXT Championship as well. So he's gotten two opportunities at the NXT Championship. Lost both, of course. Josh Briggs has shown that he's going to be a lone superstar right now. That he can just dominate and obliterate anyone that comes in his path. Sami Zayn told Javon Evans that he's got one thing that Sami Zayn has, and not many people in the locker room have in NXT, in the main roster, and that's heart. Javon Evans has gotten that heart, that strength of that heart, and the ability to defeat Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs being a nice, well, not really nice, but being a heel over in the NXT brand, I do see his potential future on the main roster. Probably coming up once in the blue moon. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. We don't know when that time's gonna be. But I do believe Javon Evans is gonna get this win and gonna get payback from all that nonsense from Josh Briggs. So the winner of that match is gonna be Javon Evans. Now let's talk about the co-main event match and the main event match, because you know why not. We are going to kick things off with the co-main event match for the NXT Women's Championship as Jacy Jayne takes on Lola Vice. Lola Vice getting this opportunity before Heatwave. This Latina superstar gonna hang with the best. You know what I mean. She's also one-up the champion. And actually is going to be showing no mercy when it comes to the NXT Women's Championship. And I do believe Lola Vice is the next NXT Women's Champion. Will there be more turmoil going on with Jacy Jayne's faction? Will Fallon Henley turn on her? Well, what's going to be going on there? But I do think whatever's going on in that mind of JC Jane, of that mind of all her other friends over there in that group, Fatal Influence, I think they call themselves. But I do believe that it is going to be a new NXT Women's Champion, and that NXT Women's Champion will be Lola Vice as she dances her way with that title. So, Lola Vice is going to be knocking down JC Jane. Will Obafemi retain yet again the NXT Championship, or will Ricky Saint got anything to do and will stop Obafemi? Because who will stop this dominant man, Obafemi, versus Ricky Saint? Oba has shown that he is a monster. He is a dominant superstar. He is a dominant champion. And he's going to be a dominant face of the company. Obafemi did say in a recent interview that he wants to retire Randy Orton. And I do believe that might happen. But right after he gets that longest reign of the NXT champion, because Ricky Saint is going to fall again and fall through heights as Obafemi retains the NXT championship against Ricky Saint. And if you guys are questioning, yeah, I don't believe in Ricky Saint. But I do believe in Joe Hendry. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, show your boy right here some little support. Hit that like button, subscribe channel if you guys are new. It's your boy Anthony. I'll take a man physics. Alright guys, peace. Yeah.